Hey guys, my name is Poona, and today we are going to learn about ReactJS. Uh, this is our first session. Sorry for the delay that due to some other priorities I was not able to record sessions from last few days. So let's talk about React. And also before that I just want to give you some idea like what we are going to learn today. So today we learn like uh, why is React, right, and what is the purpose of it. What is React basically? Uh, so why should we use React whether we have different popular programming languages there, right? We'll create a React applications. We'll talk about what are the basic environment set of required, like the tools and technologies, and we'll explore what are the important things in the React code snippet. So let's start, guys. Okay. So why we use React and why it is too much popular nowadays, basically. So it's because it's a single page application, right? So before 5-10 years, whenever we used to build web applications, right, that entire applications got repressed when we moved from one to another page, right? So that is like too much pain. As long as that the browser versions are increasing, like so the applications are also too fast, right? So due to we need the fastest web applications, so React has one of the best choice to write your application, right? So what is the single page application basically? So let's take an example of ClickBuzz website, right? So it has a commentary section. The commentary sections got updated very frequently, but other component in that page are constant, right? So why it is happening? Because the particular component for commentaries is repressed rather than it impacts other. So the entire web applications built under a page, and the piece of the component will be replaceable, and which are the things you need to update that we need to replace. So the thing is like we are not gonna reload the page again, so which saves a lot of time. So that is basically one of the better advantages that nowadays SP apps are growing the popularities, right? So let's talk about ReactJS in details, right? Okay. So what is React? So React is an open source JavaScript library. It is built and maintained by Facebook. So if you see the syntactical, right, so you can see, right, React is a declarative, efficient and flexible JavaScript library for building user interface. It lets you compose complex UIs from small and isolated piece of code called component. So React is all about component, guys. So we'll learn more about it once we get into the next session of this trainings. So originally React is created by Facebook in 2011 for their own purpose, but it made open source on 2013. And 2015 Facebook came up with a new concept called React Native. So it's a library that allow developers to write the native mobile applications in Android or iOS using ReactJS basically. And today a lot of companies from Fortune 500s are using React. So why should we use React? Okay. So flexibility, right? What is flexibility mean? So React is a library, not a framework, right? So the main advantage of using a library over a framework is the library is very lightweight and that gives you freedom to choose different tools. Speed. So React is too fast in sense rendering the component, loading the pages, right? So in simple term, different developer can write individual part, and changes made won't cause the logic of the application, and it's render too fast. Performance. So React was designed to provide high performance in mind, and the code of the framework offers a virtual DOM program and server-side rendering, which makes complex app run extremely fast. So we'll learn about virtual DOM. This gives you advantage of high performance, and it gives you a lot of advantage while writing things. Usability. So deploying React is fairly easy to accomplish if you have some basic knowledge of JavaScript. So if you are a JavaScript developer, it's very easy to write the React code or learning it, and the learning curve is very less. So component reusability is one of the best advantages of using. Sorry guys. So component reusability. So one of the main advantages of ReactJS is you can write a component and can be used in different places, right? So that gives you more advantage of writing small piece of things as a component, and can be reusable in a different area, right? Easy to learn and easy to use. Yeah. So the learning curve for React is very less as compared to the AngularJS and Vue. In fact, it's one of the main reasons why React gains so much traction in a small time. It helps business quickly build their projects. React helps you to build a rich user interface because it supports the front-end libraries as Bootstrap, Material UI, Chakra. There are a number of UI libraries supported by React, and strong community supports. Right, there are a lot of people are using React nowadays, so you can get good amount of helps in internet, right? So in recently we got to know like 13 crores of search happened for React tutorial in Google. So you can imagine like how React is gaining popularity nowadays. So creating a React app. So what are the things required before you start writing the code in React, right? So as part of tools and environment setup, right? So you need to install Node.js in your computer. That is one of the prerequisites for your React application to run. So you can download the Node.js from the link provided here. So let me show you. Yeah, so here you can see, right, if you click on this Windows installer or this 64-bit something, if your system supported that, this MSI you need to install and download and install in your laptop. You need to have a npm, but it is automatically npm is node package manager basically. So this will help you to install the packages into your application, right? So this is automatically included in your node installation, and you need a code editor to write JavaScript or this React code, right? So the highly recommended editor is Visual Studio Code is like a lot of people are using in industry nowadays. So run this command to create React application in my first React app, that is npx. Npx is the extension for your node package managers. Npx create React app. Then this is the command, basically create React app, and my first React app is the name of your project repo, basically. So the create React app will set off everything you need to run a React application, right? So I have opened a folder, empty folder in my Visual Studio Code, and let me open a terminal here. So how can you create a app, right? So npx create React app, my first React app. So if I run this command, it will download a few prerequisite packages for running that React application. So basically it will take some time. It's downloading all the required packages. So guys, here you can see, right? So the app is ready now. You can see all the required node modules are downloaded by that create React app commands, and you'll see one package.json also created. So here you can see the dependencies, the version that for your app, and here are the commands. So basically this start command we are going to use. So let me run npm start. Okay, so this is our first the default React applications. It's created and it will load a screen like this. Okay, so let's create a web file. Basically we'll create something called component, a folder basically. So under that component we'll create a file called hello.js, and let's create a functional component for now. Let's import React package from React module, React component from React module, basically React, and I'm going to create a function component. Hello, or you can write something like this instead of, if you don't want to write a function, then we can also write a constant type function. Okay, so every component in React should have a return statement. So what we are going to return, like we'll return a h1 tag and hello. This is a expression basically to write the JavaScript code inside. So let me take a props, and I will use that props, and I'm expecting a name properties, right? So once your component is created, we need to export it, right? Export default, then hello. So my component is ready now. So I'm going to use that component inside app. So for now, let me remove everything. I don't need all this. So these are some default code comes with that one. So let me remove this. So what I can do here, right? Import my newly created component hello. That's it. So component hello, and I will use my component here, hello component, hello, and it expect a property called name equal to, let's say, world. Okay. Okay. So if you go there, it is just showing that. So if I'll save this, you can see the hello world came. So basically this is a component that we have created, and this is I mean, here I'm importing my component hello, and that component expect a props called name, and if you go inside the component hello, you will see I'm just returning a h1 tag. Hello is a static text here, and I'm using this properties. So basically when you start with the curly braces inside a HTML tag, that it does like you are using the JavaScript code. It will allow you to write the JavaScript inside it. Okay, so let's come to the PPT. So let's explore, let's talk about our hello component here, right? So this is the place our hello component, this is how our hello component looks like, and how I have used that hello component in app.js is I imported the hello from this particular hello component from this particular JS file, and I passed a properties called name, and in that the value is world. So this particular code, that return statement, is JSX, right? It is neither it is purely HTML or JavaScript. It is JavaScript and XML, right? So HTML is in XML form. So it is mix of both JavaScript and XML. So JSX stands for JavaScript XML. JSX allow us to write HTML in React. JSX convert HTML tags into React elements. With JSX you can write expression inside curly brace, and the expression can be React variable properties or other valid JavaScript expression. That's it guys for today. Thank you.